This is Oklahoma Inside Out, a weekly broadcast of Cimarron Alliance that focuses on the issues, culture, and people important to LGBT Oklahomans. And now, here's your host for Oklahoma Inside Out, Scott J. Hamilton.
Hi, and welcome to this edition of Oklahoma Inside Out. Seems like the holidays were just here, and we're already into the third week of January. Time is moving quickly, and I want to say a very special thank you to our guest from the two previous episodes this year, Dr. Richard Anglin, and last week was Andrew Griffin telling us all about the Red Dirt Report. It's a great website. I hope that you'll check it out. Our guest today is here to talk about a topic that we have not yet discussed in the year and a half since we've been broadcasting Oklahoma Inside Out. It's something very exciting for the landscape of Oklahoma City, and I know that you will be happy that you joined us on this week's episode. We'll be back to talk with our guest in just a few minutes, but first I want to remind you that if you have an idea for a show for Oklahoma Inside Out, just email us at oklahomainsideout@cimarronalliance.org. A lot to talk about today, and we'll do that after we take a look at news making the headlines this week. San Francisco Supervisor David Campos is working to ensure that visitors to his city will land in Harvey Milk International Airport. The openly gay supervisor will introduce legislation this week to change the name of San Francisco International Airport to honor the late city supervisor and LGBT rights icon Harvey Milk. Lee Thompson, known better as Honey Boo Boo's Uncle Poodle, revealed the results of a recent HIV test as they were returned with a positive diagnosis. Thompson, who is openly gay, told Phoenix Com that a test in May showed that he was HIV positive. He, quote, "I knew it had been my boyfriend who infected me. I later learned he had been HIV positive and was not taking medications and did not bother to tell me about it." His ex, who is now serving a 5-year sentence in prison for not disclosing his HIV status. Thompson said his nickname, Uncle Poodle, stems from his niece, Alana Thompson, otherwise known as Honey Boo Boo. She calls all gay men my poodles. And, God help us all, he said he would like to have his own reality show, possibly a spin-off of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo on TLC, highlighting what it's like to be gay in the South. That's news making the headlines this week. Since we first began broadcasting Oklahoma Inside Out, we have covered a great variety of topics, everything from theater and music and dance. Today we're talking about something that we have not talked much about at all, and that is the business side of things in and for the LGBT community. With us today is a realtor that everybody knows in our community because of the great work that he does in helping people find just the right home. But today he's here to talk not about his business, but about business in general. I'm really happy to welcome to Oklahoma Inside Out Monty Milburn. Monty, welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited to be here.
Really excited?
Nothing but excited.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for being here today. Let's talk about what's going on this week in Oklahoma City that really has a chance to change the landscape of business in and for the LGBT community.
Cimarron Alliance has worked for, I would say now, a good year at least, working to create a business association that would work for not only the LGBT community, but anyone that appreciates a diverse workforce. And back in November of 2004, after George Bush was elected to a second term, a group of people woke up one morning and decided something had to be done to make the landscape in Oklahoma a little more gay-friendly. The Diversity Business Association was born and was a huge success for many years. However, it was a 100% volunteer organization that, because of that, flailed and failed after an extremely successful run.
So it really just got too big for itself. Is that what you're saying?
It got no businesses run strictly by volunteers,
right? And
that was the case. However, Cimarron has since come to many of us from that were in were part of DBA and asked if we would be involved in making a a part of Cimarron Alliance's organization, the Diversity Business Association. So this week, we are relaunching the Diversity Business Association with an amazing event on Thursday night from 5:30 to 7:30. It's going to be at the Photo Art Studio of Keith Rennerson. It's at 1738 Northwest 16th Street in the Plaza District. It is a free event. It is free to any and everyone that appreciates a diverse workforce. After our event this time on Thursday night, our events will then be only open to members and a guest. So if you have any interest whatsoever in improving your business, if you're considering creating a business, if you work for a business that you think would benefit from this, there is no better opportunity than Thursday night to come and see what it's all about.
Wow, this really is a big deal. Now, you were involved from the very inception of DBA the first time around. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
What were some of the things that really provided value to you as a business person in being a part of DBA?
First and foremost, an opportunity to get into an arena of people that you knew wanted to do business with you. As a realtor, I spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year in marketing. And when you market to a broad group of people, you are marketing to probably 95% of the people that will never have anything to do with you. They see your ad, or they see your commercial or whatever, and they already know a realtor, or they already know a banker, or they already know their favorite restaurants. So they're not really open to expanding that. The Diversity Business Association allows you to put your face in front of a group of people that want nothing more but to do business with people like you. People that are open to diversity, people that are excited about the landscape of Oklahoma City's businesses changing, and they want to promote you. They want to work with you and for you to see that your business is a success.
So you, as a business person, you found value in this. What about some of the other people that were involved? Did they as well?
I will tell you that since the Diversity Business Association dissolved maybe 2 years ago, there is not a person that I run into that was part of DBA that doesn't tell me they still use people from DBA.
Wow.
As a realtor, the plumbers that I use are from DBA. The business cards that I've had printed are from printers from DBA. The insurance people that I work with, that I refer as much as I can, are people that I have known from DBA, because I built relationships with them, and I built relationships with them outside of work and outside of play. It was an opportunity for us to get together, get to know each other in an environment that wasn't just business. Because when you're at work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and somebody comes in and visits with you, you still have to be in somewhat of that business mode. At 5:30, when it's time to get off of work, you're able to relax a little bit and talk a little more freely.
And that it's that piece that I want to talk about, that interaction between people. And we'll do that right after we take a quick break.
Great.
Hi, I'm David Macy, a board member of the Cimarron Alliance, and I'm asking for your help. We work every single day to make life better for gay Oklahomans, now and for generations to come. But we can't do it without you. Please consider making a gift of just $20 a month to the Cimarron Alliance and be a part of our march toward equality. Visit www.cimarronalliance.org today and make your pledge. It's a gift you can feel good about giving.
It's a brand new year, and the Oklahoma Observer has a brand new look. We asked our readers what they wanted, and we've given it to them. Now, the Oklahoma Observer arrives in your mailbox in a convenient magazine format. That means more room for more stories that are important to you. What's more, our online version at www.okobserver.net is updated throughout the day, so you have instant access to the news, analysis, and in-depth reporting that you just can't find anywhere else. The legislature will soon be in session, and you can count on the Oklahoma Observer to be your eyes and ears at the Capitol and beyond. If you're a progressive Oklahoman, you owe it to yourself to be informed about issues and legislation that impact you, your family, and the LGBT community. Visit www.okobserver.net today. Our only agenda is to provide critical news to critical thinkers.
I want to just say a quick word before we begin again, Monty, and that is our sponsor, the Oklahoma Observer, who we just heard from, did a wonderful cover story on DBA, and we really appreciate our friends in the media taking notice of the importance and the potential impact that this organization has for business leaders in our city. So I just wanted to mention that.
And if I'm not mistaken, they are providing every member of DBA with a free subscription. Is that
That's right.
correct?
Online, a 1-year free online subscription, and so that's worth over $40 right there. Let's talk a little bit about some of the more tangible benefits, I guess.
Okay.
Of becoming a member of DBA. You mentioned, of course, the networking piece, which is critical in growing any kind of business. But what are some of the other things? I know that DBA members have access to meeting spaces, conference facility, correct?
Absolutely. Over the next few months, Cimarron Alliance is opening they're going to have a new space, and in that new space there will be conference rooms available, I believe computers, all kinds of resources, a place for DBA members to place business cards or brochures so that when people come into the Cimarron Alliance, they can pick them up, learn a little bit about each person. We're also going to have some amazing volunteer events that we didn't really do in the past. We're going to cook dinner one night for the Ronald McDonald House. We have several fun events. We hope to do a members retreat where we all get away for a weekend for a little while. And I think it's going to be a more professional organization maybe than it was before.
So you're maintaining the fun side, the social
Absolutely.
part, but at the same time you're introducing more what I guess would be in line with perhaps another kind of chamber of commerce.
Right, and in doing so, and I'd like to just touch on this right now, in doing so, what we learned about DBA in the past was you get what you pay for. And our membership before was too inexpensive. And it didn't really it wasn't able to provide our members with value. My membership in DBA was $120 for 1 year. I joined before January 31st, so I got a $20 discount, so it was $100 for a year. But let's just say you join for $120 for 1 year as a member, as a single member. That's $10 a month. There is no place that I spend money in marketing. Nothing that I do. Filling my car up costs more than that to go someplace to market myself. The $10 that I spend a month on DBA I promise you, it will be the best $10 I spend every month. It will be the best $120 I spend all year. And that is because, for the first time, DBA now has a paid support staff.
Right.
That was a crucial element of the business association before that failed. And it failed because we couldn't do it with what we were charging per month. And I also think if I pay more for something, I'm more apt to attend it and participate in it, as opposed to it being so inexpensive that I look at it as, if I don't go, it's not a big deal. I can go next month or blah, 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 blah. But the reality is, every month there's going to be something of value for every member of the business association, whether we are at an art studio this month or we are gathering at the new space. You're always going to have an opportunity. We're going to stop every month. We're going to gather in a circle. We're going to introduce ourselves. We're going to tell a little bit about what we do. And you are going to be amazed at the people that you're standing next to, that you had no idea that they did this, that they were a woodworker, or that was an insurance agent, or that person owned a pet store, or whatever it may be. You're going to be surprised, and it also expands your knowledge of people you can do business with.
Of course.
When you know that you're going to an insurance agent that appreciates diversity, you're much more comfortable to work with them. And that's in any situation, whether it's your realtor or your insurance agent or a restaurant where you know you're going to be more welcome or you're going to feel more comfortable, or you just know that their policies welcome and appreciate diversity.
And I think that's more important to us than sometimes we recognize, because I was thinking as we're talking, when we bought our house and we moved in, one of the first things we did was look for an alarm company. And I will tell you that even after being married for 21 years, Wayne and I were uncomfortable having an alarm salesman come in and go through the house, and it was almost as if we needed to explain ourselves, and
Right.
It was uncomfortable.
Right. And this not only helps in that, but it also allows them when they know you, when they meet you, they know your situation also.
Exactly.
So it's a.
I'm going to cut you there because we've got to take a quick break. When we come back, though, we're going to talk more about DBA and what's happening this week.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Lorette Taylor, past chair of Cimarron Alliance. I joined the board because I believe in the vision and the work of this organization. We're working every day listening to the concerns of our community and helping to address those very concerns. I hope you will consider supporting Cimarron with a gift. Even $10 a month will help. Working together, we really can achieve equality for all gay Oklahomans. Please visit www.cimarronalliance.org and make your gift today.
It's a brand new year, and the Oklahoma Observer has a brand new look. We asked our readers what they wanted, and we've given it to them. Now, the Oklahoma Observer arrives in your mailbox in a convenient magazine format. That means more room for more stories that are important to you. What's more, our online version at www.okobserver.net is updated throughout the day, so you have instant access to the news, analysis, and in-depth reporting that you just can't find anywhere else. The legislature will soon be in session, and you can count on the Oklahoma Observer to be your eyes and ears at the Capitol and beyond. If you're a progressive Oklahoman, you owe it to yourself to be informed about issues and legislation that impact you, your family, and the LGBT community. Visit www.okobserver.net today. Our only agenda is to provide critical news to critical thinkers.
Welcome back to Oklahoma Inside Out. I'm Scott J. Hamilton, and our guest today is Monty Milburn. Monty, just before the break, you were talking about a level of comfortability between providers or business folks and customers. I also should point out that you don't have to own a business to be a part of DBA, right?
That's the beauty of the beauty of the Diversity Business Association is that we're encouraging people that maybe have worked in a business or owned a business for many years and can provide some insight to people that are opening a business. If you're a student and you are not sure about what you want to do, what kind of business you're looking into, or maybe you do know what you're going to do, this is the place for you. As a business owner, whether you own a business of one like myself, or you have a business of 100, there is something that will benefit you and most of the members of your business through DBA. It's also great for someone if you're a waiter, if you are a clerk in a store, and you are trying to improve the business for them, which improves the business for you. It's a great opportunity for you to come. And many people that work for organizations, work for businesses, are getting their employers to actually pay for their membership. So this can be something that for many people is not out of pocket 1 cent for you, and also provides a very tangible benefit to your employer for paying for it.
You really have built a really strong case, and we should point out that, as you said earlier in the show, we've been working on this for well over a year.
Right.
But it came about as for us to really be able to launch this in a big way through a grant from the U.S. Department of Labor. As a part of our work with the Addison Consortium, we found it difficult, frankly, to find and address business owners of LGBT businesses. And so we proposed to the U.S. Department of Labor, and they eagerly agreed with us that this is something that's necessary, not just a good idea in Oklahoma City, but it really is a necessity to support LGBT-owned businesses.
Absolutely. There's no redder state in the United States than where we are. And we have got to provide some of the blue to make it more purple.
Now, you've talked a lot about different benefits. If I'm an employer and I'm looking to hire someone, is DBA a place that I can go to do that?
Absolutely. And DBA is not just if you need a place, if you're looking to diversity. DBA's diversity name is not just about being gay and lesbian. It's about whether you have a challenge or whatever your situation is. The Diversity Business Association is open to any and everyone that appreciates. If you appreciate a diverse workforce in any aspect, it's perfect for you.
We are almost out of time. Tell us again about this week's event.
Thursday night, 5:30 to 7:30, Photo Art Studios, 1738 Northwest 16th in the Plaza District. It's going to be from 5:30 to 7:30. I can't encourage you enough to bring yourself, to bring your employer, your employees, to bring a guest, to bring your mom, to bring your anybody that you think may benefit from it. It's free. They will never be free again, and you will never be back in as a member unless you're a member or you're a guest of a member, and it's going to be the most fun and the biggest opportunity you'll have for business.
Give us the website address.
www.dbaokc.com.
And if you need information,
you can email at info@dbaokc.com. I also want to encourage you to please bring business cards.
Okay, terrific. Our guest today has been Monty Milburn. Monty, thank you so much.
You.
It's going to be an exciting year in Oklahoma City, in part because of the great things that are happening with and among business owners and the LGBT community. It truly is exciting, and I'm thankful for Monty's leadership in this great effort. I'm also thankful to you for joining us today. I hope that you'll tell your friends about this broadcast and encourage them to listen every week. Our producer is Chris Moyer. Our office coordinator is PK Kelly Palmer. Cimarron Alliance board co-chairs are Catherine Primus and Randall Marsh. Our announcer is Lisa Pizzeri. From all of us at Cimarron Alliance and Oklahoma Inside Out, I'm Scott J. Hamilton, thanking you for joining us. Hang on to the vision of a fair and just Oklahoma.
Oklahoma Inside Out is a production of Cimarron Alliance, Central Oklahoma's preeminent LGBT advocacy and education organization. If you have a topic you would like to hear discussed or a person who you would like to hear interviewed, please call 405-495-9300 or email oklahomainsideout@cimarronalliance.org. Please feel free to share the link to this broadcast with your friends.